Hello, everybody. We're here. We're ready for Velocitron Part 3 because the one parter turned into a two-parter, turned into a three-parter. Probably a four-parter if we're honest with ourselves.
I can't believe that you ever thought this was going to be a one-shot.
I didn't think it was really going to be a one-shot. I expected like two parts, maybe, and yeah, it just kind of spiraled.
Giving us too much freedom to cause chaos. That's the problem.
Way too much chaos. It's interesting to see the chaos you guys make in the racing setting. But before we jump into more chaos, then, this is Power Rangers Let There Be Thunder. Despite the fact that we are on Velocitron, we are racing Transformers to see who's going to win the Planet Cup.
Right, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, and it is Wednesday, so it does mess with us a little bit. But we've got 2 episodes of not rushing through, but cruising through.
There's nothing cruise level about this race.
No. But on that note, let's introduce the players and both of the characters they are playing, because they don't just get to be one person.
Hello there. I finally found my eyebrow hat, Michael. I'll be playing Peter, the White Ranger, and Hot Rod. And I would just like to point out, I think I'm the only person that hasn't actually caused any chaos in this race. I have only attacked Combaticons.
That's its own brand of
Sounds
chaos.
like you're slacking.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a point, but that does sound like slacking.
Maybe, considering I'm the only person that's only attacked the bad guys, I'm the most Ranger of everyone.
You're not a Power Ranger, you're a Transformer. Chaos.
What he's saying is he's a square now.
Yeah.
What you're saying is that you didn't understand the brief.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Boxes, actually.
I would
What's
just
up?
like
I'm Panic.
Peter goes to space and sucks. That's what happens to him.
What's up? I'm Panic. I'm playing Cal, the Yellow Ranger, and Vibe Check, my Autobot motorcycle. We are going to win this race, even if I have to kill Sarah to do it.
On that, hi, I am the other Michael, and I feel threatened. I'm playing Sarah, the Pink Ranger, and Turbo Drift, the Trans Am.
Pontiac.
Yeah, and you might win the race. We're gonna give you a run for your money.
I'm gonna die in this race.
And hello, I am not a Michael. I am a Jay, and I will be playing Q, the Gold Ranger, and I will also be playing Ultra Magnus, a big Transformer, who just causes carnage behind him, but for the greater good.
and scares the living shit out of Pete.
The greater good. I thought somebody had to say it.
Greater good. The greater good.
The greater good.
The good of the band. The good of the band. The good of the band.
And I am Matthew, the one, the only. And I will be playing the Combaticons, the Stunticons, anybody else who decides to show up and cause mayhem. How many combiners can we wedge into one Velocitron?
Mechanicons?
A lot. We completed Heat 1 and Heat 2 of the Planet Cup, the very aptly named Planet Cup, because by winning said Planet Cup, you become the leader of Velocitron. As we've established, there's more than one individual who currently wants to do that. So it's going to be interesting to see what the dice say. Heat 1 was pretty interesting, but left with Vibe Check in first place, Turbo Drift in second, Hot Rod in third, and Ultra Magnus in fourth amongst our players. Heat 2, we are currently Vibe Check in first, Turbo Drift and Hot Rod in second, joint second, and Ultra Magnus in third. Fourth?
Technically fourth, if there's two.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, if they're joint second, they're second and third. Yeah, fair point. And Ultra Magnus in fourth place, then we'll go with. The race today brings the Transformers and their Power Rangers companions out to a lovely stretch of Cybertron known as the Diablo Desert.
Velocitron.
Velocitron. Yes, I knew that. I said that. There isn't so much a track, unlike the first two parts of the race. The first part of the race was very much a Formula One style racetrack with lots of turns and straights. The second was an unused part of the city, although we did discover that it was being used by the Combaticons to store explosive material.
Not anymore.
The third part of the race is more cross country, with possibly less explosions.
If Sarah has anything to do with it, definitely not.
And what I'm going to ask from each of you, you've survived the first two heats. It probably wasn't quite what everybody was expecting, other than Cal and Vibecheck. They had been here, they had done that. They've been having fun in the time before the rest of the Rangers arrived. But how are you feeling, having survived the first two heats? How confident are you feeling? How reluctant to continue in any racing? We'll go with... We're going to go Cal and Vibecheck first because they are in first place, and we'll work our way down that way. So,
Brother, we're living the dream. We're gonna win. We're not losing. None of these scrubs will ever take us down. And my team, they've been distracted by something going on. I don't know what that is. But look, I trust in them. They'll make it through this. But we're killing it. We're killing the game right now. We can't be stopped. Simply put.
Sarah and Turbodrift.
I mean, we're having a great time. A little disappointing that we're not winning, but it's a good old time.
Peter and Hot Rod.
Yeah, we're good. Pete's still a little bit shell shocked from a truck almost barreling into him. That scared him. His main thing is he can tell how much Cal wants to win. So his whole thing is just, I'm gonna help Cal win.
And then, last but not least, Q and Ultra Magnus.
Ultra Magnus is fine by virtue of the fact that he's not really here to race. He's here to protect the rest of his team. And that seems to be working so far. So he's okay.
Okay.
How's Q?
Q is just like enjoying the snooze, kid deflections. Yeah, he's lots of selfies. Just explosion.
I love to think now that Q's just been asleep the entire race, and even you doing your Golden Guardian was just a subconscious thing while you're asleep.
Oh, yeah. He's just like playing on a
replay
Game
that-
Boy or something. Yeah, he's just like
Replay that badass scene where you like drove Ultra Magnus into the building and jumped out the window to catch the thing, and replaced your active like Golden Guardian with like you ragdolled through the window.
Just launch out of Ultra Magnus's windscreen.
Fully asleep, taking a bullet.
Bing. No, I think he's probably just there like playing on a Game Boy or something. No, he's involved, he's watching, he's keeping an eye, but he just trusts Ultra Magnus, like leader to leader. They may be sharing life lessons and stuff as they're burning around the track, totally chill.
How annoying is your team? Because mine, let me tell you.
How do you deal with it when they just run off and do their own thing and behave like absolute knobheads?
I got one that keeps running off and doing things on their own. I've got one that keeps revealing their identity to everyone, and I've got one that keeps accidentally blowing stuff up. I'm doing great.
Yeah, they don't understand like the etiquette of law, not the etiquette of law, the rules of combat, when to disengage. I think my pizza's here.
Sounds like a good time to disengage then.
Yeah.
It sounds like a very good time to disengage.
We're
Everybody,
better people. You know what?
everybody is gathering round the starting line, a literal line in the sand that has been formed just for the race. And after the previous two heats, there are very few Transformers left standing. Unfortunately, all of the Stunticons are there, and moments after you come to a pause, waiting for the race to begin, you do see everybody's favorite Earthling in their own Autobot Decepticon. Who knows? Idle up to the start line in 5th place.
He leans out the window, removes his helmet. Hi. I joke, he doesn't know he's here yet. So.
I mean, make me an alertness check. I feel like by now.
And again, yeah, and we have I have yelled.
Yeah.
Brian.
I have to make it with Peter, not Hot Rod, right?
Yes.
Can Hot Rod give me assistance?
No.
Well, that's a 12 on the D20. And a 2, 16 in total.
6. Yeah. You see and recognize, having spent a fair amount of time with him, Brian, the comic book shop owner from Earth, although he doesn't seem to be doing much comic booking or presumably not much broadcasting on his social media platforms either.
Excellent. In that case, Pete's going to lean out the window and be like, "Oh my God, Brian, what are you doing here?" Still with his helmet on for now, because I want to see what you react.
There's a pause as Brian kind of is it. What the hell are the Power Rangers doing on? And he sort of apparently for the first time really paying attention, because he looks across and he's like, "There's a yellow ranger on a motorbike and a pink ranger in a car." He's just like,
Great. Since
What?
when was there?
"What the hell, guys? What happened to Rita and Zed and when you fighting and the putties and what are you doing here?"
Space. They went to space.
At this point, Pete's helmet will shift off, and he'll just be like, "Long story, tell you after the race." And just helmet back on. Hey, who knows? If now he's going to be thinking about, wait a minute, how is Peter Power Ranger? He may not do very well in the race.
Are you trying to distract him?
Yes.
I mean, my mask is off right now. We're between races.
Yeah.
How well did I do in distracting him?
Roll me a persuasion check.
I have a D2 in this, yay.
I would
That
even
is
give you an
11.
upshift to a D4 because
Okay, thank you. Oh, that is a 10. No. Critical 11.
Better than 10.
yeah, you see he looks visibly confused as he looks between Peter and Sarah, looks over at the Gold Ranger. Is just there wasn't even a gold. What? There wasn't even a Gold Ranger when I left the planet. What the? Sees
also,
the Yellow
as well,
Ranger.
Yeah,
There wasn't a Pink Ranger. There wasn't a. I'm the only OG.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
Yeah,
I'm
how
the
about
only
that,
one
Brian?
You should recognize.
Why are you here, Mr. Normal Human Man?
before he as he opens his mouth to speak, you see his lips moving, and all you hear is the full throttle of an engine just roaring as the vehicle he's inside kind of stifles the conversation.
He knew too much. We had to take him.
Make me an alertness check.
All right.
Oh, it's definitely a deception.
Everybody can make one. Yep.
Everybody. Okay.
Everybody. We'll go with the highest of the two. Pop them in the chat for me.
Cool.
Is this perception? What are we?
Yep, alertness perception.
Is it based on eyes?
Yes. Essentially, you're seeing if you can read his lips enough to make sense of what he's saying.
Cool. So Pete got an 18, and then I need my
Nothing
D8.
here. Cal isn't paying attention.
Cal isn't paying
Cal's-
attention is like a whole book of things that Cal's missed.
Critical 24 for Hot Rod.
For Hot Rod. Okay.
18
Oh
for
yeah.
Pete.
Let me see if fucking vibe check is paying attention. No, neither of us are paying attention.
So
We're gonna
we've
win,
got
dude.
a 8 for
Not
Ultra
high, just
Magnus, a 14 for Sarah, a 16 for Turbo Drift, and a 20 for Q. Okay. I'm going to say 20 or higher, you recognize or you able to lip read enough to get punch and then counter punch as part of the conversation. And it seems like Brian maybe was caught in a fight between two different Transformers. Anybody between 15 and 20, you just get counterpunch and the word kidnap.
Wait. Presumably, the Autobots know who Counterpunch is, right?
Make me, for the Autobots, make me either a cultures or alertness check.
I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised my motorcycle has culture.
I'm going to say for vibe check with an upshift, there is a reason for that.
The reason for vibe check's culture?
For the upshift.
19 for vibe check.
That's just a 3.
I'm just going to go ahead and spend a story point to re-roll this.
23.
Oh my god.
Michael, do me a favor and just pop it in the chat just so I can keep an eye on the dice.
There we go. Comes to 25 for Turbo Drift.
So you all recognize the name of Counterpunch as a Decepticon Transformer. And not particularly, even by Decepticon standards, Counterpunch is pretty awful.
Mm-hmm.
Paranoia, verging on like almost the insane. Everybody's his enemy and he's going to take out anybody that strays across his path. The fact that this could be Counterpunch is at least mildly concerning.
But the like the alt form is, I'm assuming, it's not Counterpunch's known form?
It is not.
Yeah.
What was you going to ask,
Like
Chase?
he's in any kind of duress or distress?
No, he seems pretty happy. At least pretty chill. He's still not in the driving seat. You do notice he's got a big, I'm gonna say like a big slushy. Where he got it from is anybody's guess because you haven't seen any like human style
Energy on
food
slushy.
shops or anything yet. And a small like notebook sized laptop on his lap when he's typing away with one hand and drinking the slushy through a straw with the other. He seems pretty content.
Counterpunch. This might be a problem, sir. Like gesture, like 2 Ultra Magnus, obviously.
On that note, everybody roll me an initiative check to see who is going to be starting the race. We are going to be in a lot of rough terrain, so if you haven't picked up an upgrade to deal with the rough terrain, We're going to say the initiative check is going to be made with Snag.
And did we have a moment to inhale some energon between heats?
Yep, 100% back up to full. Get some fuel in you.
I did say I was going to take the tires for thingy, but I
Okay.
haven't actually added it to the sheet yet, if that's okay.
For shame. What do we
I know, I
reckon,
completely
everybody?
forgot.
He's not added them to the sheet, and he's.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna let you bully him. I haven't either. I just told you I'm swapping this for that. I said that to you, and that's how it went in my mind.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah,
makes
you should. Or
literally
as I said, like you knew what was coming. You knew that it was going to have this overland,
All right.
rough terrain race.
Weird.
Swap one of my upgrades for another one.
All right.
there's on the sheet.
Let's go.
21.
All right. I guess we'll take that.
Did you say 21 for vibe check as well?
No, I was just reading the page on screen.
Ah, okay.
Do I get upshifts because I won the last 2 heats?
Initiative
check.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, I gave 2 to.
One shift left. It was 2 for first, 1.
Yeah,
for
2 for
second.
first place, 1 for second, which we'll do for second and third.
I don't suppose I can ask you to double the amount of upshifts we get because 2 in a row.
No.
I'm just trying to get higher.
I want all the dice.
Oh,
So
well,
should I roll initiative with D4 then instead?
You would have 1 upshift.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you had a D2, you'll be at a D4.
Ah, cool. I got exactly the same as I did with my D2. So
that puts me. I'm actually at 23.
So 23 for Turbo Drift.
Same.
23 for. No, 23 for Vibe Check, sorry. Ultra Magnus is at a 12. And Hot Rod, what are we sitting at?
the same. I rolled my D4, but got a 2 anyway. So I'm still at 11.
An 11. Okay. Odds or evens for when we're not playing this, because last time we did this, straight away you both rolled the same number on your skill dice.
Look, better. This is better for me. He has more of a chance of beating you when we're rolling skill dice. Evens.
Right, that puts us then at Vibe Check, Turbo Drift, Ultra Magnus, and Hot Rod as the race begins. You see Brian opening his mouth once again to say something. You hear that thrum of an engine and this almost sinister sort of sound of metal scraping upon metal as Counterpunch apparently shifts into a hybridization of both his alt mode and his bot mode, and you just see this cannon, almost what looks to be on an arm, just raise up like a turret.
Whoa.
And kind of swivel aggressively towards all of you. But vibe check and then Turbo Drift. Vibe check. What is your first reaction to this race beginning? Are we just jumping off the starting line, or we?
Hell yeah, we are.
Okay.
If there are people in front of me, I'd like to do the wrecking ball strat where I bounce from one to the other. If there's no one in front of me, I'm just gonna go.
Nobody in front of you. You are first in the race.
Evasive driving, because I saw this cannon come out of Counterpunch. So yeah,
Yep.
I am trying to incorporate some evasive driving, but really, if it came down to it, if you ask me like, do you want speed or do you want to evade? I'm going for speed.
Okay. Unless you can think of anything else, then just make me some regular driving check.
Hell yes, I will. Assisted by Cal, which takes
Yep.
me from a D8 to a D10. I don't believe I get any other normal driving upshifts, right? All my upshifts come from ram attacks.
No, I think you've got edge for your racing
You're correct. I
Yep.
do have edge.
Oh, yeah.
You're correct.
I like the way he said, you are correct. Yeah, I remembered something.
Your pizza's
Ooh,
cold.
baby. That's a 21. Wait, nope, 22.
22.
13 plus 9, 22, yes. No crits. Unfortunate.
Okay. So that is going to be, because I've written down how fast you can go based on, assuming you're literally just driving, no actions or anything else.
I mean, no actions that can be taken that would help with my driving. So yeah, I'm just driving.
Fantastic. So that is
I am
that many
completely-
successes based on your speed.
Did you say about using your free actions as well, Panic?
Correct.
Every action is just to go fast.
Including the
How do they-
fact that my free action movement is 10 feet.
10
instead of
feet.
5.
Yep. And you can use as many as you want. Okay. So you hurtle straight off that starting line then as the boop, 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 boop signals the beginning of the race. Dude, you see for a moment Counterpunch's cannon swivel trying to follow you, track you, but you're flying off that starting line and it quickly shifts its target.
Wow.
Turbo Drift, what are we doing?
Well, first we fire up the playlist for and we get "Don't Stop Believin'" because shuffle from Journey, and as tempting as it is to blow up Counterpunch, there's a Brian in that car, so that's not going to be kosher. Where is Motormaster within 80 feet?
Behind you, yes,
All right.
a very angry looking Motormaster because so far this race has not gone the
Not gone
Stuntercon's
well with
way.
him. Yeah.
No.
How does a truck look angry?
How does a truck look angry? The headlights are kind of they're pointed down. What I meant when I said like you can hear the tires churning at the track beneath you, or the dirt and the sand beneath you. You see rocks being flung across and against the windscreens of the other Stunticons behind him. It wants to go, and judging from the fact that it appears to now have spikes across the front section of it, it's ready to start smashing through anything in its way.
Oh, I need my cheat sheet. Damn it. Ugh. Too many upshifts.
Remember the perks that I give you too.
So many upshifts.
Oh yeah, no, we're upshift to driving.
Oh yeah, that's fine. We're not there yet.
Just you wait until the
7. That's gotta be. Yeah, okay. We're gonna drop 2 personal power. And we are going to penetrating shot Motormaster. For and it's auto crit. So that is how many shots? That is 4. I just but we are moving, so I won't get
Sharpshooters.
any. Well, no, I get sharpshooter. I just don't get my damage boost because we will be moving in a moment. That's going to just be 8 damage.
you hit Motormaster. You hit Motormaster and you see a huge like rent across one side of its the driver's side seat, where a driver would have been, is just gone. Not that Motormaster would ever let anybody actually into
Yeah.
the cab to actually try and control it. And in
Can you
response,
imagine?
yeah, Motormaster, like, what's he gonna do? Just like chunk, 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 whoever's inside. Um,
It's like Motormaster be like, "This is my human. I love him.
that's terrifying. Imagine that. Just this is my
He
human.
is my friend.
If anything happens to him, I will kill everyone.
All of you will die."
Everyone. And then I will get myself a new human.
Yeah. It feels light, but yeah. All right, and then because it's just like open desert right now, right? There's no shortcuts
Yep.
to find
Open
yet.
desert, there's rocks, there's a canyon off to one side. You even see what appears to be cacti of various descriptions. Although as you get closer, you realize that they're not entirely organic.
Robot cacti.
So and Pink Rangers. Is that
You
my
do
is
feel
that
like
the
the
whole
heat
thing?
bearing down on you from overhead. There
Using
is no shelter or anything in sight.
I suppose then we'll just do another regular attack on Motormaster as well.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upshifts, which I think still puts me at ridiculous.
I like that. At ridiculous. That is new now a level on the skill ladder.
10,
Ridiculous.
12, 2d8, 3d6, auto hit. Yeah, we'll just slap on the 1 extra damage for the auto hit. And then here we go. Edge specialized. Go, 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 baby.
God damn.
25.
25 for all of
Oh, we have an upshift on driving. Did I forget that?
I mean, you attacked, so I don't think you can help.
No,
Have you
I can't help it.
Yeah.
Did we have an upshift from Magnus? Right?
It hasn't been his turn yet.
Okay. Fair enough. 25 it is.
25. Okay. So you get off the line after hitting Motormaster with that shot and this explosion of metal and glass as it just crumples in. You launch off the line,
Girl.
sand and rocks being spun out and flung behind you, and join Vibe Check heading off into the desert, which will bring us to Ultra Magnus.
Sorry, I've been wielding the bam hammer. Has
Oh.
Counterpunch actually fired a shot yet? Or is he still
Nope.
brandishing him?
Still brandishing this cannon. Yeah, you just see like essentially its arm as it's half transformed back into a bot mode, and its arm is just brandishing this cannon, trying to track each of you in a fairly aggressive. I mean, it's a cannon. It's a large cannon being directed at you. It's very aggressive.
Is it a nerve cannon?
Do you want to check and see?
I will irrefutable order him to stand down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think it's an intimidation. Oh, persuasion skill test against a target. Oh, no, actually, this is level higher than mine.
Oh, because you've got levels, he's got threat levels. His threat level is higher than yours.
Ah, then I cannot irrefutable order him.
Wait, his threat level's higher than Ultra Magnus?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And Holmes.
I would say you could try to, if you wanted to, you could irrefutable order Brian.
to what?
Like,
Stand
grab
next to
that
the
steering wheel
guy.
and try and, like, stomp on the brakes, cause mayhem.
Halt. Or give Brian a desist then.
Okay. Go ahead and make the skill check for me.
Do I get any kind of bonus because I'm doing it to a teeny tiny human?
It's a persuasion skill check. I will give you an upshift. If it was an intimidation, I would give you more, but for a persuasion, yeah, I'll give you an upshift. Brian does seem to be fairly comfortable just sitting in this in this spot, even with the cannon swiveling around, and all you can see is he's taking notes.
That's a 25.
Brian drops the slushy, which you can only imagine hits the bottom, like the footwell, and sprays everywhere. Places the notebook,
Yeah.
like shrugs the notebook off as he grabs a hold of the steering wheel and just stomps on the brake.
It's got images of God, go.
So he tries to take off, it just starts spinning. You can hear like the tires burning out.
Nice.
Tire burnout in the desert. That's not good.
No.
Just the wheels just dig down into the sand. Like when you try and skid on mud. Cool. Then I will use on my mark, as per usual, to give a +2 to what was it? Evasion? Did we say? No,
Toughness.
toughness. The other one. And whatever else it was, like my brain is not working, that gave us all of the other perky perks. Yeah, and then I'll just drive, I guess.
Okay. Make me a driving check for Ultra Magnus then.
Cool. Which starts at a 6, 8. That is a 14. Oh no, hang on. That is a 14.
Unfortunately, the size of Ultra Magnus seems to be working against him in this, as as you put, or as Ultra Magnus puts his metaphorical pedal to the metal, the back wheels just churn in the sand. He's able to get off the start, but not as quickly as he might otherwise have done so. And if there's nothing else, that will be Hot Rod.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything else. So yeah.
Hot
Right
Rod.
there. So, although it's Hot Rod's turn, Peter's going to do some stuff first. So I'm going to first use my standard action and spend a personal power with Pete to do my Shining Leader or Inspiration, whatever one it is. Let me double check. Where have you gone, you bastard?
I mean, which
Right, so
you've got both, so it depends on which one you want to use. Are you
I'm
using?
going to use both of them.
Okay.
So first of all, I'm going to use a free action and inspiration. And Pete will assume that his communicator is working now. If not, he's messaging Cal and Vibe Check at the same time. You guys smash it out. Like, I got your back. Win this thing.
My communicator was destroyed.
So Vibe Check
Vibe
would get the message, but I would say, yeah, Cal wouldn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem anybody's tried to fix during the.
I mean, Cal just straight up hasn't let anyone come near him. It's not like, I assume someone would have offered, but Cal is just like, no, I'm racing.
Cal's just like, go fast, go fast, go fast.
But yeah, I'll give Vibe Check the additional
1d6
on his next D20 roll. And then I'll spend a personal power, activate my Shining Leader for everyone else. So you'll gain things and stuff and things, edge on your attacks for the next 2 turns. And then we will do some Hot Rod shenanigans. So Hot Rod's just going to, before doing a driving test, I'd like to do a streetwise check just to see what Hot Rod knows about this race in particular.
I'd say streetwise, not for the Diablo Desert. You could make an alertness check, but streetwise is about
Breeds.
sort of criminal aspects and things like that. You know, in the city, 100%. This is essentially like the countryside, and it's very barren.
Would it be based on sight?
Yep.
Cool.
If you're
So
looking for something, then yes.
Cool, that's even better then, because yeah, his alertness is better. Sorry, let me find my dice. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. $24.
I mean, Hot Rod looks out across at the Diablo Desert, and it is as previously advertised. There are rocks, sand, dust, an overbearing sun that is just sort of radiating heat even through the Autobots that you find yourselves riding on top of or inside of. There's not much really else to see.
Cool. And then I just think, yeah, we'll start driving. So let's do a good old driving check. 19.
You apparently
Oh,
distracted.
Critical 19.
Critical, nope. It's only critical if it succeeds, and unfortunately it does not.
That's
So
fine. I wasn't trying. I was going to do stuff and not actually try and just speed off. How close are the Stunticons?
I'm gonna say because you essentially failed the driving check to come off the line at any sort of speed, they blast past you.
Cool. That works. That's perfect for me. Yeah, and then I'll move as far as I can, getting off the line with my shitty roll, and free actions and whatnot, and end my turn.
Okay. As an endurance race, you find yourself, although you've pulled off at speed, you find yourself traveling for quite some time with that oppressive heat of the sun just bearing down on you.
You are technically environmentally sealed.
You are environmentally sealed. This is true.
Not the cars, but
no, not the cars, but you're sealed against any hazards from the environment. It's still hot, like uncomfortably hot, especially if anybody isn't wearing their helmet properly or anything like that. But what I do need from the vehicles is brawn checks.
On.
Something I have for once.
And Shining Leader gives us edge on everything, right?
Yeah. No, attack.
Is it?
Just your attack rolls.
Is it?
It's inspiration that gives you on anything.
I give an upshift on Brawn.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You're right. We get brawn from you. Okay. We get
I make you brawny, baby.
brawn back here.
Okay, I
I
mean,
didn't think that before I said it.
I'm
make
saying
you
nothing.
brawny?
Nothing.
Do I make you brawny, baby?
do I? Do you want? Do.
And Michael at this point is just trying to confuse me by using different chats to post his dice results in each time.
Oh, shit. No, I
Oh.
don't even know
I
why.
just saw the notification on Twitch. And I'm like, Michael's at this point. Michael's just trying to keep me on my toes and have me staring at everything.
I don't know why I even wrote that. Yeah.
And I did need to ask, Jay.
Yeah.
You know how your thing gives like that one thing gives upshifts on like 3 skills of your choice?
2.
2?
Two.
Was it driving and brawn?
Yep.
Thank you.
You are welcome. This is how one leads.
I don't suppose this check has anything to do with crystallocation or self-repair.
It does not at this point, no. But bear that in mind because you can use it at some point if you need to repair yourself.
Oh no, just because I have specializations in those.
Yep.
And I like rolling all my dice.
The first one you mentioned is a Cybertronian fighting style.
Yeah, I assumed. That's what that perk is for, after all.
So, looking at everybody's results, Ultra Magnus got an 11, Hot Rod an 18, Vibe Check a 19, and
The giant bot got a whole 11.
Turbo Drift. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That's a bit unfair for him, but Sozman.
I didn't build it.
I like that. I didn't build him.
Okay.
Okay. You're traveling for the first couple of hours in what amounts to extreme heat, overbearing the extreme heat. Anybody who succeeded by rolling a 10 or higher is okay at this point in time, but you can feel like the rubber on your tires is overheating. You can feel that even the metal surfaces of your what would amount to your skin realistically. This desert is very uncomfortable. It is hell on Velocitron.
He turns on Hot Rod's air conditioning for him.
The question is, does that cool down Hot Rod or Pete?
It'll cool down the inside of Hot Rod.
It heats up the outside because it uses
Yeah.
more energy.
Yeah, and once it started getting super hot, Sarah definitely like well,
Just pop.
uncomfortable.
We have Vibe Check still in the lead with Turbo Drift pretty much neck and neck. So Vibe Check, what are you doing?
I'm not going to do that.
Not a second time.
Not yet. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna keep driving, trying to. I don't suppose there's any point in looking for shortcuts in a barren desert.
I will say with an alertness check, you might be able to find during the second lot of skill checks during the third heat. With an alertness check, you might be able to find something.
14.
No, you. Yeah. Both. Out of curiosity, was that 14 for?
Vibe check.
For Vibe Check. Vibe Check is scanning the local environment as he's just hurtling along on these 2 wheels, and unfortunately all he can see is sand and rocks and more sand. The shimmer of heat but nothing
Alright.
of any interest.
And here comes the driving. It's pretty good. Critical 23.
Critical
Right.
23? Yep.
Do we have a thing that lets us reroll ones?
I want to say that's Ultra Magnus gives.
I know I can reroll ones on driving.
You can allow a ally to
Oh, wait, no,
reroll
that's
ones
not
by
like this,
move.
like that
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Never mind. It was only a chance to get one higher anyway. It's still a critical 23. I'll keep it. Oh wait, I forgot. I didn't roll edge. Didn't matter. Critical 23.
It's not getting any higher, dude. Okay, it's staying at a 23.
I gotta try, damn you.
You can add a D6 to it, remember?
Oh, you're right about that. All right, so at least a critical 24. It's a critical 24. Fuck.
So Vibecheck and Cal just keep hurtling through the desert. The path is becoming rockier, and thankfully the tires that you had installed on Vibecheck, which sounds really weird now that I'm saying it out loud, but we're going to skip past that.
Swapped his
Yeah.
tires.
Just swapped his tires.
It's like getting a new pair of kicks.
You are able to travel without any issue. There's bumps. It's a little bit uncomfortable of a ride, but no reduction in speed or anything like that. Turbo drift.
Right. Ba, ba. How close is Motor Master?
So you turbo drift just drove, didn't he?
Yeah, we zoomed. Yeah.
Yeah. Motor Master. Bearing in mind Motor Master's speed. Let's have a look.
Mhm.
Motor Master's about 150 feet behind you, roughly.
Way too far. Okay, yeah. Is there anybody within 80?
Pick
Or is
a component from Minosaur. Pick one of the Stunticons. Breakdown, dead end, drag strip, or wild rider. I'd say
one of them
drag strip's
one of them is
probably
injured, right?
one of them was injured, but going into the fight or going into the race rather, they don't seem to be
They kinda-
any. Yeah,
Okay. But it was breakdown that we wrecked up pretty good before, right?
it was breakdown. Yeah,
Okay. So yeah, yeah. He can eat it.
the aptly named breakdown.
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 Up
Do what
two
your name
more-
says.
2 more personal power, and he can just have 8 damage.
You see the front end of breakdown just crumple beneath the attack.
And
We're going to go with 2 wheels just burst, and he slows to a crawl. He's still moving, but kind of like just the back 2 wheels are providing all the push, and it's just he's out of the race.
Oh, is he fully out of the race?
The odds of him winning or catching up at this point are pretty slim to none.
We'll finish him.
Damn.
Finish.
Oh.
Critical 24. 2 more damage. If I assume that hits. Anyway.
You say 2 more damage.
Yeah.
You
Great.
attack again, and one of the wing mirrors goes flying off. You see him transform from alt mode to bot mode, and he's just kind of propped up against a rock. Green eyes just tracking you as you drive past. but he's conscious and
I've made an enemy today.
vengeful.
Woohoo!
Yep. I've made an enemy today. Yay.
All right.
What's the opposite of a
Sarah?
contact?
Great
Nemesis.
ambassadorial work there, Sarah. You're doing amazing.
Yeah.
Emissary of
Yeah.
peace.
I'm gonna use Sarah will use the free action to try to find a shortcut. $16.
Again, sand. No. Sand, rocks, sun. The Diablo Desert is not fun.
Yeah. All right. All right. Turbo Drift will also give it a whirl. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna spend a story point because the ones are bad. Not 120, 1D.
120. That's so that puts us up to a 20. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
You Turbo Drift does spot off in the distance what appears to be at first a mirage. The heat
Mirage is here.
mirage? Yeah, as soon as I said that, I was like, yep, mirage. You see kind of like the heat drifting upwards, and for a moment you're sure that you see a gap between part of a cliff and a mounting side off to your right hand side.
We're gonna go for it.
Make me a driving check.
Yeah.
This is where it turns out that it's actually a big, like, cavernous
Seriously,
ledge
though.
that goes right
Yeah.
the way across the map.
It's like the Roadrunners.
We have-
Someone's drawn a
We have
mirage
the
in.
upshift for driving again.
Mhm. Yep.
One upshift roll. Critical 20.
Critical 20. You fly off of
Into the
this
wall.
cliff 30 foot through the air and
Woo!
straight through a gap that is just bigger than Turbo Drift. Straight through and out the other side as you see Vibe Check coming around a corner, placing you about 30 foot ahead of him.
There it turns and waves. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Which will then bring us to Ultra Magnus.
Okie dokie. Is there anybody around that I should be taking out, like any of the stunticons?
You see, as I said,
Oh.
Breakdown is propped
Broke
up
down.
against. Yeah, Breakdown is broke down, propped up against a rock. You are closer to Motormaster, so you've got Motormaster as well. I'm gonna say, yeah, any of them. To be fair,
Cool.
Breakdown currently looks very damaged. The rest are racing along, no concern at all that he's just on the side of the road.
Who's the least threat? Who's the least of a threat to me?
The least of a threat to you,
Apart
I
from Breakdown.
believe. Yeah, Breakdown is probably the least
Drag
full
strip, probably, yeah.
stop. I want to say Drag
Dead
Strip.
End or Wild Rider?
Let's have a quick
Drag
look and
Strip's
see.
threat level 7. Wild Rider and Dead End are 6s.
Oh, there you go then. We'll go with Wild Rider because
Okay.
I like Wild
I will
Rider,
ram
but
attack
he's
Wild Rider then.
puny. Okay.
Right. So I start with a d20. Then I add them.
I say whilst you're rolling the dice, each of you see Counterpunch just hurtling through, sort of slaloming through the few remaining bots that are still in the race, and its cannons disappeared. It's retreated back into its shell of the vehicle that it is. But you also see what appears to be two other vehicles that are quite close behind it. You see one you recognize as Toxitron, and the other that you recognize as a bot called Off-Road.
I spent a story point
Okay.
for a critical 29.
Ooh.
Dead End that's a hit and an additional degree of success. So, how much damage total for Ultra Magnus?
$100 million.
I hope not. That would be a lot of numbers.
No, I think my ram damage is just 1.
Doesn't feel appropriate
Yeah.
based on your size.
That's what my sheet says. What does the sheet say?
To be fair, I would have pulled that off of the. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is just 1. Okay.
You want to
So
make
that
it
will be
2.
a total of 3 points of damage as you slam into and through Wild Rider, like flipping him over your cab. He rolls down the transporter back.
The length of my shaft.
Yeah. Hits the ground on its roof and just spins in place. As you continue driving past it, you see Wild Rider having to transform back into its bot mode so that it can sort of unturtle itself.
Shake sand out of its backseat.
Yep.
Nice.
Anything else for yourself?
No, I don't think so.
Just a driving check then for me.
Yeah, that one and that one and 19.
Does that include your upshift from assisting from Q?
No, Q was assisting with the previous one.
Okay. Unfortunately for Ultra Magnus, who doesn't seem to be the best of the 4 for racing, he hits Wild Rider, he flips Wild Rider, but then has to hit the brakes as Motormaster. I keep getting Menasor stuck in my head. Motormaster just screeches past him and otherwise would have been hit. So you still make some success, but not far, leaving you quite far towards the back of the pack still. And if there's nothing else, that will be Hot Rod.
Cool. Quick question, because I don't think we've actually covered it. How does transformation work?
Standard action.
Damn, that makes me sad. I had a really cool plan. Right. Our driving check as well. That's just a skill test, not our standard action, right?
If you're racing, it's your move action to do. Yeah.
Cool. So I can do that first to try and catch up with everyone. How far back am I?
You are just a few feet behind Ultra Magnus at the moment, and only because Ultra Magnus has had his turn. Otherwise, you would have been neck and neck.
So there are Stunticons.
There
near
are
me as well.
pretty much all of the Stunticons are ahead of you, other than Wild Rider, who's transformed and kind of got back up and getting ready to join the race again. And obviously the lovely Breakdown, who is currently broke down on the side of the road.
Cool. Right. Oh, sorry, I can do it. No, it's standard action, so I won't be able to ram. Damn, I wanted to do something fun, but never mind. Right. So Hot Rod will. Let's try and get. I mentioned him last time. Let's try and get drag strip. So I'm going to attempt to ram drag strip
Okay.
as a maneuver. Should I roll my movement first to see if I move 20 foot or more?
No, you'll move 20 feet. It's just how well you're doing in the race itself. So if you're using your move action to join the race, you will move at least 20 feet.
Cool. Which means I get an upshift on my maneuver attack and I deal an additional point of damage. So, it's a D. Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. So many things on the sheet. Yep, so I get to roll with a D10 because I get the upshift from Q as well. So for the ram attack, it is a 18.
You try. Hot Rod tries to crash into Dragstrip, but Dragstrip hits the brakes for a second, lets Hot Rod go flying like where he would have been, shifts back up, and then just tears ahead.
As he goes to like tear past me, can Pete do his action?
If you want to use your action to attack, you can use your action to attack, yeah.
I want to try and do something funny. So Pete will open Hot Rod's door and he will try and jump over the other side of the stunticon. And then before he lands in midair, I'll activate my Dragon Charge to go through his 2 front tires and get back into Hot Rod.
Okay, so I'm going to need a athletics check for Pete to see if he doesn't.
Would it be athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics.
Baby Dragon can give me. No, he can't. He does know it. Cool. Arrow is snagged. I was hoping it could be either athletics or acrobatics in it. I'm trying to.
I mean, to me, it's more like you're jumping over drag strip, and athletics ordinarily accounts for, oddly, feats of athletics.
Yeah, obviously. Just rethinking my decision quickly. No, I've already said I'm doing it. 12.
So stationary. You hit the top of Dragstrip's roof.
Does that mean
roll off of it and hit the dirt. You're gonna take a point of damage.
Cool. But then as I hit the dirt, am I able to?
I will say yes, but with a snag, because you're rolling. You've hit the ground. You are rolling.
That's fine.
You're lucky not to have been caught.
You still have edge from Shining Leader, so
I don't gain the effects from it.
Oh, okay.
He leads others to a treasure he himself cannot possess.
Oh, that's not too bad though. 19.
You miss Dragstrip, but I will say you can end up back in the car, back in Hot Rod.
Cool. That's sad. I had so many cool plans. So as Pete lands back in Hot Rod, he'll kind of like bump into the side of Baby Dragon who's in the passenger seat and just be like, well, that didn't go as I thought it would. And then he'll point his arm out the window. And for my extra attack, I will fire off my cannon. Because I can do that now.
Go for it. Roll the check. Roll the check. Roll the attack. Roll the skill check.
Go ahead this time. Critical 21. And I'm attempting to shoot out one of his front tires.
You are going to miss.
God damn it.
but only because I'm actually using one of my story points. He's got a 21 evasion, so I'm going to use a story point to bump his evasion up by 1.
One. Cool.
Yeah.
And then I don't think
I don't think I used a single story point in all of the previous races, and I feel bad for myself.
Right, then
Being a nice GM, that's all.
No, I just forgot to use them. I put my hand up. I was keeping track of them all, but never thought to use them myself.
And then let me just double check if I've got anything else I can do with Hot Rod quickly. It was.
I think at this point it's just a racing because you've already tried ramming.
Yeah, cool. I was just double checking if Scramble was a standard or bonus action. So yeah, I'll just go into Racy Goodness.
I will say it's definitely not a bonus action because we don't have those.
Free action, sorry. Too much Baldur's Gate. What can I say?
I like how it's not even too much Dungeons and Dragons, too much Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Just flat 20,
God,
mate.
I wish I was playing more Dungeons and Dragons than Baldur's Gate.
So
Yeah, flat 20 for the driving test.
Hot Rod is moving, and then presumably using his free actions as well.
Yeah.
Of which you have
Oh,
5.
Baby
so
Dragon. Baby Dragon's going to shoot at the bitch as well. Because he can do that. I forget Baby Dragon's here. Dragon Blood. It's D6. Cool. No. I'm 9.
It's not working very well for you today, is it, Michael? It's just
really
like,
not.
I have all of these cool shenanigan ideas I'm going to try, but the dice say no.
Yeah. I was really hoping transforming was a free action because I had a really cool idea to like ram, transform, jump over, and catch Pete and things and stuff.
There's a perk for
Not
that.
a Michael
Yep.
Bay movie.
The perk is Michael Bay movie. It's not, but
Michael Bay transformation.
yeah. So going into the we're going to say like the 4th hour of the race, we have Turbo Drift just ahead of Vibe Check, Hot Rod ahead of Ultra Magnus, Vibe Check with Turbo Drift ahead. What are you going to do?
Okay, so using movement, I can bridge the 30 feet between us, right?
So what
for the purposes of making a ram attack.
Yeah, for the purposes of making a ram attack.
Okay. So using several perks in congruence.
All of the perks.
Let me just make sure. I don't. Charge doesn't help me here, right? Because it specifies a might skill test, and my ram attacks are always driving. Right, so it is still just 2. Let me look at all of these. This is fine. That's fine. Where's the? It's not that one. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. So since I moved at least 15 feet before the attack roll, I get bump and run.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I really need to crit. So Vibe Check's normal driving is D8. He gets 2 upshifts to D12 from Ram perks. I'm going to assist him.
You got edge.
I have edge, yeah. Because of Reckless Driver, but there's something in here gives me edge on ram attacks. No, Reckless Driving is an upshift on ram attacks.
You have got edge. You've actually got two different sources of edge to the attack. But it would only count as an edge.
I know that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then, so since I'm assisting, I'm at 2d6. Let me check my dice. Or 2d8 rather. And then I'm going to spend 3 energon to get to critical success. To automatically stun. Turbo Drift.
So if you're critically successing, you'll be able to. The auto success would be just the hit. If you're doing a critical success, then you'll do a degree of do both.
Oh no, not sure. I'll do it in stun damage, but what I'm going for is the effect that when I crit on a ram attack, I stun the target.
Yep.
That is from Bump and Run. If you achieve a critical success, the target is stunned until the end of their next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess means they're stunned until the end of their turn because their turn is immediately after mine, but they'll still stun them.
Mm-hmm.
Which I believe means no movement
Mm-hmm.
at that point. So I am
Yeah,
going to do
stunned is no. Unlike stun damage, yeah.
And correct, since this is the third round, is this the last round of driving checks for Heat 3, or do we have more after this?
You're going to have one more after this.
Okay. Then I will make the driving check. Wait, 2 dice. That is a 24.
24? Okay. So that will be. I don't like doing maths, but I'm going to do maths. Okay. Right. Vibe check does hit Turbo Drift, and we're going to say, just for the sort of narrative purpose, spins Turbo Drift out for that stunned condition. So Turbo Drift is still kind of traveling a little bit as it comes to a screeching halt, and Vibe check flies past with Cal, sort of like white knuckles on the grips of the bar because of how fast Vibe check is going, which is going to bring us. Just pops a wheelie. Which will give us. I mean, Turbo Drift is stunned, but Sarah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Sarah will once again get into a foot race with a bike and almost win.
There's still one more roll after this, so.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if this was the last roll, I would try that again, but it's not. I'm not gonna flat out run through the desert for like 3 hours.
2 turns.
Yeah. Yeah. Who is around? I guess. Since we're stuck here for a second. Motormaster still way back there.
We're the same. Motormaster is still way back. Obviously, Breakdown is currently broke down, and we got. I'm gonna say Dead End. You've got Dead Ends. Which is kind of apt. As Turbo Drift spins out, Dead End kind of tries to maneuver around and keep going, leaving it open to Sarah's retaliation.
We can't have that. Yeah, okay. He can have 8 damage. And then we still have edge. Whoa! Is that a degree?
32 is not a degree of success.
Okay.
But it's scarily close to a degree of success.
All right. So
you couldn't have done a lot. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I mean, technically you could roll a degree of success. I'm just actually looking at a number. You could actually roll a degree of success, but you would have had to have maxed out all 3 6s on that 3d6.
Yeah. All right.
That makes
But that
sense.
is a total of 10 damage between the penetrating
You
shot and
see,
the extra
as
attack.
you see, essentially an explosion of glass and kind of shrapnels out against the sands. Dead End looks absolutely ruined. There's no glass left in the windscreen. Tires are burst. The frame is buckled. Somehow, through sheer force of energon, it is still moving, but it is literally still moving because of using energon to keep it going at this point in time. It is so beyond down and out. It's not funny. It's yeah.
And why not? I'm gonna look for a shortcut for next round, since Turbo Drift can't move.
Okay. Unfortunately, you look out. You try to pick. You try to find
I
something.
might be able to fix this. Let's see. How about critical 18? Does that make it better?
It does not, unfortunately.
Okay. I
The
tried.
the skill check, unfortunately, as we've gone through the heats, has gotten higher.
Yeah.
And we're looking at a 20 in order to succeed. Sarah does look out. Spots Dead End still limping past. Like you can see the almost shifting of
Just
the
lay
car as
down
it
and
bunkers
die.
up and down. Wheels burst and frame buckled. But beyond that, desert.
Damn.
Boring, hot desert.
Like shaking the car. Go! Cal was
Ultra
fired.
Cows fired.
I didn't do damage. I could have hurt him.
I like that. Cal's fired. This is the ambassador of Earth speaking, and Cal is fired. Ultra Magnus, then.
I'm gonna crawl into a volcano.
Does Ultra Magnus get the impression that anybody's going to try and attack the team?
Ultra Magnus definitely gets the impression that Motormaster is going to try his luck.
In which case, I will use Face Me.
Ooh.
Yes. Bum ba bum bum bum.
Intimidation skill check.
As a move action, you taunt and control an opponent to attack you instead of making it. Intimidation skill check against their willpower defense of that opponent. On a success, that enemy must attack you on their turn also for 2 downshifts to attack anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So.
And this will be why Ultra Magnus is so darn intimidating, but not very brawny.
Let me get my character sheet again. So. Intimidation. So I need one of these, and one of these, one of these. Do I need any others? Let's see what the dice say. Clacky, 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 clacky. They say unlikely. So I will use my veteran to re-roll one of my d20s. Excuse me, Kat.
Okay.
Out of the way. Because that was a depressing number.
What was it, out of curiosity?
Better. Woo. It was a 14. It's now not a great deal better. It's an 18.
18 hits, or 18 succeeds.
Cool. He now has to either attack me or take 2 downshifts whilst attacking somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's my move action gone. Then can I use? Nope, because I just used. Is there anybody else around me who is a ne'er-do-well?
Ne'er-do-wells? Definitely. You've still got.
Cal.
Does Cal count as a ne'er-do-well? Obviously you've got Motormaster and Dragstrip is Dragstrip is close enough.
Okay, Dragstrip will get an irrefutable order then.
Okay.
Again?
What are you irrefutably ordering Dragstrip to do?
To a barrel roll.
Dragstrip, just give up.
Yeah.
Give up!
Go home. Transform.
Ooh.
But don't roll
Pretty
out.
good. That's
Yeah,
pretty
transform,
good.
but don't roll out. I like that.
Stand in the desert.
Yeah. Think about what you've done.
Contemplate your life
Exactly.
choices.
The pink one is killing you one by one. Maybe rethink your life choices.
Yeah.
Consider. Ponder.
Surrender.
So go ahead and make me that skill check if you haven't already.
I'm just checking my upshifts. Or not in this instance. Whoops. That would be a critical 16.
Dragstrip, who at the point in time that you order him was sort of. I'm going to play this out as a series event. So Dragstrip had just had that tussle with Pete and was just trying to get ready to ram into Hot Rod. But as it gets the order, you see it transform mid motion, rolling, like literally does a forward roll to slow itself down to soak up that momentum as it transforms so abruptly, digs its left hand into the ground and almost spins 180 degrees as it just kind of looks around for Motormaster and try to figure out basically who's bossing him about and why. Spots Ultra Magnus and is just
Hi.
eyes locked. And we are going to, for Motormaster, who is now instead of anybody else, we've got a 23.
Hang on. Trying to look at a new character. Multiple sheets. Which hang on. Have our Power Rangers healed?
Yes.
Yes, cool. But if I Golden Guardian, I take the damage even if I would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll just let Ultra Magnus take this one then.
Ultra Magnus then takes 2 points of when I say 2 points of sharp damage as this improvised bladed ram he's attached to himself catches Ultra Magnus. The metal so twisted and barbed that as it keeps going, as Motormaster keeps going, the frame is still embedded in Ultra Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
And any just ordinary. Oh, you've used your move action. Did you use your standard action for Ultra Magnus as well?
I did. I used both. Has my Durabilium Super Alloy already been added on to my toughness bonus?
That's a good question. Let me just double check because I don't remember. It was a couple of weeks ago that I. It has not.
Ah. What did you roll?
23.
Damn, it still hits. Is there anything else that might not have been added? Is my Titan Spark, was that added?
Titan Spark gives you increased health and size, but nothing to your defense, unfortunately.
Okay. Okay. Hang on. Then yes, I'll just take. I think it's I'll take those 2 points of damage. Okay, so I'm on 90. I'm on 23 is my defense. Okay, cool.
Okay, that's going to bring us to Hot Rod then, as you've used your actions to do other stuff. Michael, you are muted.
I did not realize that. A train went past. I've been muted for ages.
Oh no.
I've realized so many things in the time since I've been muted. I forgot to aim when I shot my cannon. I didn't add my upshift for electric damage to Pete's attack. Things you would never have guessed we've been playing this game as long as we have, would you? All right. How close is Motormaster to me?
Motormaster now. Let's say about 60 foot.
Cool. What's my max movement now? Not 60 foot. Cool. In that case,
And it's going to be the same with Drag Strip as well, because Drag Strip's just essentially slowed down completely and screeched to a halt.
they're still in range of my cannon, which I have 2 more shots with this scene.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Then I need to drop a dice because I only get 1. No. Aim. Yeah, cool. I'm going to try and shoot out a couple of Motormaster's tires. So I'm going to shoot twice. The first one is 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 23, 24, 25. Critical 25.
Bear with me just a second.
Oh, no, sorry. Critical 26.
I apologize because I've just lost Motormaster's sheet. There we go. Critical 26 is going to hit.
Excellent. So that'll be 2 points of damage from that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm going to spend a story point to increase Motormaster's toughness by 5 for any other attack, or for your next attack.
Keep using your damn story points on me.
And Motormasters I feel like Motormaster would hoard the story, any sort of resource to protect himself.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. He doesn't care that, Breakdown has literally broken down. Doesn't care.
Be a 20.
And other guy too.
Yeah, he don't care. Wild Rider is it's not a good day, but he don't care. So what was your 22? Did you say
21?
21? Nope.
Yeah, no, that won't hit.
You strike Motormaster, but the energy just washes across the large trailer, across its towing, and just keeps moving.
Did I manage to take out a tire?
No, not with the amount of damage you did.
Cool. Then let me just check inspiration. Is it inspiration or shining leader that's only once per scene?
Shining leader.
Shining Leader, cool. I'm going to use a free action and give Vibe Check Inspiration again. And then for Hot Rod, Hot Rod can make it. Cool. Hot Rod is then going to attempt to ram Motormaster.
The one thing I will say is that at the moment you're ahead of Motormaster, so 100% you can ram Motormaster, but you're turning around to do it.
Okay, I thought I was behind him still. One bother ramming him then. What I'll do instead then with Hot Rod is use his, what is it called? Scramble, I think it is. As standard action. Oh, where are you, Scramble? Fuck's sake. Sorry, do bear with me a second. So many. Scramble, there you are. At 6th level as a standard action, you can force attacks to target your evasion, even if the attack normally dictates defense targets. If the attack hits and normally has an effect with a numerical value, such as sharp, reduce the numerical value by 1. So I'll activate that with Hot Rod, and then don't think I have anything I can really do. Speaking. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll just do my driving check then. Sorry for taking so long there. Right. What's my drive again? D6 by getting upshift. D8. Yes. Oh, that shit. Critical 14.
So a 14.
Doesn't
No.
make the check. I know, but it's still crit, so leave me alone.
Well, it doesn't crit if it doesn't make the check. So
I know, but just let me say it.
okay, you can call it whatever sort of 14 you want. A 14 is not high enough, unfortunately.
Sorry. As we drive past as well.
Baby Dragon.
Baby Dragon. Yeah, Baby Dragon. I keep forgetting about Baby Dragon. 9.
Every time Baby Dragon opens its mouth to make an attack, it's just like with sand.
It opens its mouth to attack. You'd actually need to
Something
spend a technology skill check, make a technology skill check to order Baby Dragon.
Oh yeah, because it's not actually continuing from
And
thingy.
you
is it,
haven't
last
done
time?
one for this turn, for this scene. So
Yes, no, my mistake. My mistake. Yes, sorry, because he was just here. I assumed that he was just carrying on from last time. But no, that's cool. That's cool. That's a free action for Pete anyway, isn't it?
don't believe it's a free action. Depends on what Baby Dragon's got.
Yeah, because he's a background. Or is it a move action?
It's a move action.
Move action, yeah, cool. Pete ain't
Yeah,
move,
he can
so-
continue to do the order because of artificial intelligence, but you haven't got anything
But I
that
would have
reduces. Yeah,
activated. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, sorry, that's my mistake. Not that he's hit anyway, so it makes no odds for now. 6, 4. Critical 18.
Yeah.
Critical
He
19.
will one or the other. He will listen to your instruction and presumably and just
Continue
keep
to shoot, don't
attacking.
I?
Yeah, keep attacking Motormaster. Okay.
Just basic order is just attack nearby Stunticons. But yeah, turn ended.
I will say you have to pick whoever you're
Oh,
attacking,
do I have to
not a
specifically
group of
target them?
enemies. Yeah, because it's a specific. Yeah, so you would tell him to attack Motormaster, or not just
Yeah,
attack
we'll aim for
enemy.
Motormaster.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
So let's just have a quick sum up of who is currently winning. Vibe check. He might have cheated. There's no cheating, to be fair.
What the hell are you
There's
talking
no
about?
cheating. Vibcheck may have aggressively knocked out his competitor momentarily. But Vibe Check is in the lead, followed by Turbo Drift, Hot Rod, then Ultra Magnus. So, yeah, I feel like we're pretty much back to where we started off this race, if I'm honest with you. Yeah.
Question. Question. For the purposes of one of my perks, Vibe Check has moved out of melee range of Turbo Drift, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. That's all I needed to know. I don't gotta spend time attacking this turn.
As we get into the last stretch of the third heat in the Diablo Desert, you've essentially crossed the entire Diablo Desert, or a huge section of it by this point. Make me another brawn check to see if the effects of the heat have impacted your Autobots' ability to control themselves.
We have the upshift on this.
Yeah.
Alright, that's not the best, but it's pretty good. Critical 16.
Mm-hmm.
Critical 10.
Mm-hmm. Is this a success?
Let's go.
Essentially, if you roll less than a 10, you're going to take 3 strength damage.
Hoofda. Alright.
Not good for my armor class, but I
Safe.
succeeded, so I don't gotta worry about it.
So, as you continue through the desert and the rocks begin to amass on the outskirts, you see more and more debris that's been piled towards what you now see is a actual racetrack towards the end of your stretch of the race. You can see the fourth heat, essentially the finals. Make me an alertness check
Using
Just-
our eyes.
using your eyes. So I'm going to give 2 upshifts to Vibe Check because of how much further ahead they are, and then 1 upshift to Turbo Drift, 0 upshifts to the other 2.
Cool. I'm going
I-
to use a point of
do I
energy on
get an
doing an
upshift?
upshift.
Because I am rolling for myself as well. Do I get an upshift?
Yeah, for both of you, because Cal is still closer by virtue of that's how the race is going.
I am at this. Wow, that's so bad.
Yeah.
No. I did
No.
not do good. Both
We're
of
looking.
those rolls were below 10.
Oh, you did not do good. I was going to say we're looking for a 20 or higher. So Hot Rod,
Yeah.
Ultra Magnus, and Turbo Drift. You all see as you're getting closer towards the city once again, or one of the more urban areas of Velocitron. You see that towering trophy that is the Planet Cup, glittering in the light. It seems to be made of something that just catches and turns all of the sun into a rainbow of colours. Unfortunately for the Power Rangers, none of you all noticed it. So
I got a 20. Oh, yeah.
You
no,
got a
sorry,
20?
Hot Rod.
Hot Rod got 20. Yeah, it's Hot Rod. What did Pete get?
18.
Unfortunately, Hot Rod noticed it, but Pete didn't. You guys tell me how you're going to do the last stretch of this race, starting with our lovely Vibe Check.
Okay. I'm just gonna move. But I am prepared. The no escape perk will not let you pass me.
Double ones. Double ones.
You're asking me to roll 2 ones? I gotta roll a 1 on every one of these dice.
Yeah.
Remember, you have inspiration as well, so you get another d6.
I do have that.
helping
yeah,
him.
I am at D12.
For a moment, I was going to
Stop
say,
helping.
we don't have inspiration. Inspiration's not a thing. And then I was like, oh, you mean your inspiration?
You jerk, Michael. I did roll. I didn't roll 2 1s, but I did roll really bad.
Wrecked.
All right. Roll that additional d6. That's cocked. All right. It's gonna be a 17 critical.
That's April.
17 critical, unfortunately, is not enough. Have you got anything to re-roll or anything?
Someone on the team has something that could help me re-roll, but I myself cannot re-roll any of my things on.
I think we're looking at you, Ultra Magnus.
I am, but that's all I can do. All I can do is look at you with my big old eyes and beg.
I don't know. Can Ultra Magnus even see him?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can see the trophy. You can definitely see. You can definitely see Vibe Check.
Was it just a straight driving check?
Yeah.
Then not like that's like this.
Let's go! Re-rolling all my dice.
Does
Do
he
it
get to
again.
roll the additional d6 as well?
I don't.
I mean, it says all of the dice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any or all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dice you rolled for the check.
Holy.
Better.
And there's the d6.
I hope it's better
So,
because it would have been a really bad
on
ending
one
for Vibe Check.
On one hand, it's no longer critical. On the other, how's a 35?
Almost a degree of success.
don't
You
know
couldn't
how
make a
stuff.
degree of success, but almost a degree of success.
19 plus 11 plus 5.
We're gonna pop to Turbo Drift, assuming that's it. No attacks or anything because of you're in the lead.
No, I'm counting on a perk to help me if things go different.
Okay. Turbo Drift then.
Okay. Well, we're gonna, turn the engine back on or whatever, because that happened. With the stunned for a round, is Motor Master now within 80 feet? Before we kick off?
Remember, he stopped to attack me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no for Murder Master because of how far back he is, and Dragstrip for that matter. Dragstrip's still kind of staring angrily at Ultra Magnus. They've still everybody's started driving again, but Motormaster and Dragstrip are trying to bump Ultra Magnus between the two of them right back at the end of the. Yeah.
No, I was going to say. I'll ask it on my turn. It's fine.
Okay.
I'd like to imagine Dragstrip is still in his
Taking
robot
a-
mode because he hasn't been told to transform back yet.
Just running.
Yeah, just running.
Some dick alone in the desert, like
So I've taken out 2 of them, Motormaster and
Although
so what
technically, the beat is still going, but he's only going by sheer virtue of Energon. He is technically defeated. He's just putting it off.
Duct tape and chewing gum.
There's
Yeah.
5 total, right?
There is 5 total. So breakdown is done. Dead end, so not dead strip. So Drag Strip and Motormaster are still good. Wild Rider is still riding wildly.
Is he wildly riding with an
He's
80
wildly
feet?
riding. Let's have a look. I'm gonna roll a D100. I'm gonna see how far. He is 30 foot away.
30? Oh wow, okay.
Who
That
shall
is
I
that is
attack?
that is
Whoa!
approximately where I would need him to be for everything. Okay.
I
Well,
rolled a D100 and I got 30.
yep. Here we go. He can have 8 damage.
I'll tell you that for free.
He is also spending Energon because at this point he is also down for the count.
His wheels have fallen off.
Yeah. Wild Rider is no longer riding wildly.
And just because he can have another, let's see what happens. Well, hold on. I'm gonna have to fix this. Yeah, let's see.
Why did it roll a purple D2?
That was Matt.
I don't know where that came from.
It's me.
Question: How often how long can the Transformer stay up? Is it for as long as it has?
You
energy
roll
it has to spend
1d2. You spend an energon point, and you roll 1d2, and that's how many rounds they can act as if they're not defeated. They can continue spending energon points. So at the end of those 2 rounds, it could spend more energon points and more energon points.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Critical 25 for just an extra 2 damage while
It's
spending his energon. I mean,
Wild
it's just,
Rider is Wild Rider
Yeah,
is not having the best of its. In fact, Wild Rider is not only not having the best day, it's probably reconsidering its membership in the Stunticons, if not the Decepticons as a whole.
yeah.
And it's a full-on sports car and everything, and it's just been obliterated. It's half of its hood is caved in. You can see its head underneath where it's still in alt mode, but it's plodding along just.
And try to find that shortcut again. God, do we have a? We do. We have one final story.
One story point left.
Is it? Gone. I get 20. No, we're gonna let it. We're gonna take the story point, and Sarah just is not paying attention, I guess.
So you're going to take an additional story point instead of spending?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turbo Drift will try as well. Damn it. All right, no shortcuts. Fine. We drive.
Okay, make the drive check for me.
Seriously?
Turbo Drift is not drifting turboli.
You can also make the puppy dog eyes at Jay. Please.
Sorry, it's just the idea of.
I'm just looking at why are you rolling for ground? Is that ground speed?
Yeah, great specialization. Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
ground
like that, like
vehicles.
this.
Yeah.
Question.
Turnabout is fair play. I'm not gonna try to hog the resources.
Come on.
See,
That's better.
That is better.
So you do need me.
You do. I need you
We
so I
love
can
you,
I
Q.
can clench second.
It's not Q, it's Ultra Magnus.
Yeah.
We love you, Ultra
Ultra
Magnus.
Magnus.
Yeah, screw you, Q. We've got Ultra Magnus now.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
It's second back at least.
Ultra Magnus then.
So, in the last round, Ultra Magnus sacrifice used his move and standard to intimidate and command and stuff. Obviously, he made what's the Wild Ride transform, so they'll now have to use their standard action to convert back if they want to then carry on moving. And
yeah, Drag Strip is currently in bot mode.
Yeah, and is Motor Master?
Motor Master isn't. He rammed you.
He just rammed me. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So I will ram Motormouth back, just because why not?
Okay. I'm going to spend a story point to increase Motor Master's defense, because this is Motor Master.
So I get that. I get that. I get that. That. 6, 8, 10. Which dies? That one. I was about to add the wrong numbers together and got very confused. That is a 21.
A 21, you hit Motormaster, like you ram into Motormaster, but other than a slight wobble of the trailer on its back, it doesn't seem to have noticed the impact at all.
In which case, out of the window, Q will take aim with his what's it called?
Blade blaster.
No,
Ooh, that's
his Storm Soul Dragon Staff, and do a lightning blast attack.
Do the thing.
Do I get an upshift for lightning?
You get an upshift for electricity, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to spend his last story point for this one.
Does that mean that even if I hit, it's going to do no damage?
No.
No, it means when I go to attack him, he's going to use it on me.
I mean, only if you attack
It's for sure
Motormaster.
that. It's for sure that. He's right.
How big is he? So how many upshifts do I get?
Motormaster is in alt mode. 1 second, because I've only got his bot mode down.
He's extended.
Is it extended? I think it is extended, isn't it?
Aren't him and Ultra Magnus?
Extended 2.
Ah.
So
large.
I actually took, to make
3
my life
upshifts?
easier, I actually have. You are common. He is extended 2 free upshifts. Yep.
Oh my god, I was right about something.
Where's my D12? There. $22 for the first shot.
22 is not going to affect him. He gets hit. You see electricity running through the treader, but it grounds itself as it still hurtles along.
25.
25 will hit.
Okay.
For 1, 2,
billion T points of damage.
a billion T. I don't think a billion T is the number of points of damage that Q does, unfortunately.
No, it's not. Just 1
There
point
though.
of
Sarah does do a billion T points of damage. Pink Rangers, y'all. You see the electricity wash across Motormaster once again, and let's say its headlights flare to life and then explode as the electricity is providing too much power to them. Motormaster is going to retaliate in the typical Motormaster fashion, but only get a 15 against Ultra Magnus, which is not enough.
No, damn. Because that would have been funny, because if he had hit, Q would
You
have
could have
used Golden
counter-struck.
Guardian, which would then I could counter strike to get another. It's like bitch slapping one another constantly throughout.
Just constantly. You hit me, I hit you. See who runs out of health first.
Motormaster at this point.
And I would like to spend a story point, please.
Yeah.
Come on, dice. Better. Not great though, and a 13 on my driving check.
Okay.
Better than a 4, but
It is better than a 4. Hot Rod.
Right. I have so many cool things running through my head, and then I remember transformation as standard action.
I'm very sorry about that.
He was
Oh,
Michael
no, it's
Bay.
not your
He was Michael Bay coded for like so long in prep.
really
You've been
was.
watching the Transformers films, getting ready for the sessions. I mean, you can transform during initiative rolls, easier,
Only into-
but nope. It says one way, but it's actually supposed to be both.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Ah, that makes more sense. Like, it would have seemed silly to only be able to transform into vehicle mode in combat.
Yeah.
if anything, it's almost the wrong way round because generally they're in alt mode driving around, and it's like,
Yeah.
And then
And-
fighting happens and you transform.
yeah.
Is Motor Master close enough for me to attack? Too far.
How far ahead are you? 1, 2, 3, 1, 4. No, Motor Master's going to be close enough for you to attack as well.
I can,
Finish it.
for a hot rod to ram, yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Cool. So hot rod is going to attempt to ram him. Oh, what is my driving again with hot rod? D6, D8 from Q, and then I get an upshift because I'm gonna move more than 20 feet. And
Yeah.
Cool. So that put me up to a D10.
Do we use the story point, the last story point?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
You said no.
hold that one.
I mean, I'm not going to hit. So
That's fine.
11, 19.
Unfortunately, not. No.
Then I will use sync up.
Ooh. What does this do, yeah?
If an ally misses whilst in reach, I can attack immediately, even though it's not my turn.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. And that's really not going to hit. So that's an 8.
That is a no. Unfortunately, Motor
Two and a
Master.
3 on my D20.
Yeah.
No.
Motor Master's just kind of like Hot Rod, Ultra Magnus. No, it's like Ultra Magnus hits, then Hot Rod hits, then Ultra Magnus hits again, and he's just bouncing backwards and
It's just
forward.
like
The
ding,
trailer
ding,
is just,
ding,
yeah, the trailer's just like hitting them both. But it
I'm not gonna lie. For a dude who's supposed to be like a quote unquote good racer, cheating included, because no rules or whatever. Motor Master is really in the back of the pack a lot of the
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
You're welcome.
Motor Master's
Thank you very much. I just like, is he? You could be honest with me. Is he actually like good at racing?
Motor Master's not bad. He's got some speed and everything behind him. The real question is, why is he always at the back of the pack? What is Motor Master's motivation for this race?
Getting
Definitely
hit
not.
by a building, getting hit by blown up.
He's afraid of Sarah, is what it is.
Yeah, he's staying away from the Pink
Sarah,
Ranger.
Sarah is up front, so that's where Motor Master cannot be.
Question then for logistics.
Hmm.
Is Ultra Magnus literally parallel to Hot
I'm
Rod?
gonna say it's like
Sandwich.
Hot Rod Motor Master Ultra Magnus. So yeah, it's Motor Master sandwich.
Perfect. That works perfectly for me because Pete is going to use his lightning dash. I'm going to shoot out the other side and then land on Ultra Magnus.
I am going to increase Ultra Magnus's invasion.
Do you mean Roger my face? Motor Master.
Yeah, I said Ultra Magnus, didn't I? Yeah, sorry.
And I get
Maybe I'm
3
going to increase Ultra Magnus's evasion then.
Maybe you are.
I get 3 upshifts on top of my electric, don't I?
You do indeed.
Beautiful. So that is a D8.
Oh, hang on. Wait. Ultra Magnus will yell, "I got you," and you get an upshift for this turn as well.
Excellent. Right. So my D8 goes to a D10. And then from the electric, and then 12. And then what does it go after D12?
2d8.
2d8, and then it's 3d6
3d6.
after that, yeah? And then that's all of my upshifts, isn't it?
Is it?
8.
Yes.
That.
You get 5. You can get 3 from size, 1 from ultra, 1 from
Oh
electric.
no, I'm on auto hit.
Spend the energon.
Oh, I'm doing it with Pete.
Oh, this is a Pete thing. Damn. You can't
I mean-
spend the energon.
Could I?
No.
No.
That doesn't make sense.
Give me this thing. Ah.
Cool. So yeah,
Just
Pete's
lick this cube.
Yeah.
Pete's
Hold
gonna-
on. So, stick a straw in my engine and drink some of this.
Pete's gonna say to Hot Rod, lean the passenger seat back so Baby Dragon's out the way. And then he's literally just going to lightning dash through through the window. Again, trying to aim for Motormaster's 2 front tires, treating them as, because like I can attack up to 2, I'm just going to treat it as 2 separate things.
And it's one attack still, so
yeah,
it's only one creature, but
yeah, just for fluff purposes. So I'm going to try and hit both his tires, go through it, and then I'll land on Ultra Magnus. And then once landed, he'll then swing his grid relic, which is in the form of the Dragonzord head, to then try and hit him again. So I did 2 points of damage with my Dragon Dash. Yeah, I think. And then so it's just a standard D8 for this one.
You still got the upshifts for size at least.
Oh yeah. 8. So it's 2d6, isn't it? 2d8 even.
Yeah.
Yes. And we get RD4 and RD2.
to anybody watching, it's going to be really cruel when Michael notices what's in the chat.
No, yeah.
What are you doing to me, Matthew?
It's not what Matt's doing to you. It's what the devs of Power Rangers have done to you.
It's yeah, because you hit Ultra Magnus, you hit not Ultra Magnus, you hit Motormaster, you flash
You
through,
kill Ultramag.
but Motormaster is
kill.
absolutely unfazed. He does not seem to have taken any actual damage, though the electricity rushes across its frame and grounds itself into the dirt once again. As unfortunately,
did you crit?
I got a 23 for thingy. The next
he is
attack.
unfortunately too small to do damage to Motormaster.
Is a critical.
Then you can try to apply alt effects. Because I could do that to the bee when it mutated.
Question: Q was able to cause damage to him.
I said that he took like the lights exploded and you've electrocuted him, but he's not taken any damage.
Which I thought would be the case, but
Right.
I wanted to do it anyway.
Yeah. It also means that I didn't damage him either.
With the critical effect,
No, Motormaster's still plodding along at full health at this point in time, which is why he's
I didn't even think about that. I always forget we're using that alternate rule.
with the critical effect, what can I add instead of damage?
A condition, essentially, depending on what you're trying to do. So, based in mind you were going for his tires, I would say impaired or stunned. He basically can't move.
I was going to say, can I stun him?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, cool. And then I suppose as Pete lands on Ultra Magnus, he'll just look at him like, "Hi, buddy." And yeah, I'll end my turn there after doing the driving check with Hot Rod, obviously.
Yeah, make me the driving check.
That's something I still need to do. Get that option from the
I will say, for the record, I have been counting it towards successes. So if you attacked, even if it wouldn't have done damage, I have counted it towards the successes in the race. So you have gotten something out of it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And then for driving 21.
So driving 21 for Hot Rod. What was Hot Rod's movement? I have too many sheets open now.
60 feet in ground.
60 feet and ground, and then 3 actions. You could do 5 is 25, so it's 80 feet is 4. Okay.
And then it's that one. Pass.
I just need to add up.
Yep. Figure out who's where. That is the third heat.
As you pull into the final race, with all of the jockeying for position and the attacks on Motormaster to slow down the Stunticons, we have Vibe Check in first place, Turbo Drift narrowly behind in second place once again, Hot Rod in third place, although it was very close. Hot Rod for a significant amount of time was tied with Ultra Magnus, and then Ultra Magnus in fourth place.
I'd like to put in that first round that I rolled really bad for my driving. Even if I had rolled really well, I was going to try and keep behind anyway.
Does that mean the Motormaster came in fifth?
Yeah, Motormaster is like basically you two cross the finish line. Vibe check, then turbo drift past the finish line, and then it's Motormaster. Hot Rod, Ultra Magnus, and Motormaster very narrowly behind, but like almost neck and neck. They're almost like against each other with Motormaster still in the middle.
Literally, each of our positions are by our nose.
Where's Brian?
Brian
Camera punch.
is. Let's have a look. We're gonna roll. We're gonna roll that and see. Brian is currently in 11th place with Counterpunch. You do notice that
Back.
other than the Stunticons, you guys and Counterpunch, nobody else is in the race.
Now that checks
And
out.
there's like 2 Stunticons left.
There's 3 of them left. I mean, technically, there's 4 of them left because they're still acting as if they're still able to move about and stuff. They just currently have 0 health.
Yeah.
He'll definitely be healed up by next race.
Speaking
That's how
of the
Motormaster
next
will
race.
accept the dropout.
Speaking of the next race.
Can I assassinate them between races?
No assassinating. The ambassador of Earth is not allowed to assassinate people. It looks bad. It looks real bad. But we're just going to slip into a sort of narrative very, very briefly as everybody pulls up, having recovered, rested, refueled, pulls up for the final leg of the race. It's back on normal track. You can see the Planet Cup again, just in the middle of the track, in the middle of the path, standing 40-foot tall, shining literally as light passes through some of its crystalline construction. And as the race begins, Menasor steps forward and literally kicks Vibe Check and Cal, flying.
Menasor or Motormaster?
Menasor. Full Menasor
Menasor.
combiner, as soon as the race begins, steps forward and kicks the 2 of them, sending them flying into the trophy.
Do they land in the trophy and like swirl down it?
As they hit the trophy,
Does it go dong,
some
dong?
of the crystal that it appears to be constructed from cracks, fractures. Cal finds himself unmorphed, surrounded by shards of this.
Oh my god. You anime slammed me into the crystal and I bounced off of it and unmorphed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
As you look around for your morpher, your hand grabs a hold of the familiar coin. And that is where we're going to end the session.
Oh boy.
Punted my ass straight into the trophy.
Question: why would he have to
Weird.
grab the coin? It should be on the morpher on his wrist.
Guess you'll find out
We'll find out. Yeah. Next time on tomorrow.
next time on tomorrow.
Next time on 3 Michaels. 2 Michaels. There are 2 Michaels and then 2 half Michaels.
2 half Michaels.
For a grand total.
On 3 and 2 half Michaels. This is what we're going to call it from now.
Well, that's what we was calling it when,
it was just
yeah.
me and the 2 Michaels. I
It was
called it
2.5
2.5
Michaels.
Michaels.
If I'm
See, I'm a half Michael because I'm not Michael.
He was
So
an
if we
honorary
were
Michael.
two, there's 2 half Michaels, which just makes 1 Michael. So we're 3 Michaels.
2 and 3 half Michaels.
I mean, a question, like an above table question for Panic, because it's easier to ask him verbally. I mean, do you want to do the thing now, or do you want to do the thing next week
I'll do it
or
tomorrow.
tomorrow? You want to do it tomorrow? Do it tomorrow. Okay.
If we were waiting till next week, I'd say yeah, I want to do
Yeah,
this now.
but tomorrow's not too
no,
bad.
I'll do it tomorrow.
What are
Okay.
you going to get for the rest of the next 24, 20-ish hours is Michael.
Michael, so what thing?
What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's gonna
Which
happen?
coin?
What's gonna
What's
happen?
doing? What's
I
doing?
like how
Well,
Michael's actually got a thumb up just appeared on the top left corner of the screen.
Well, I mean, look, I'm expecting it not to be as bad as it normally would be because he's known something was coming. He just doesn't know what the something is. So while he will
Makes
still
it
bother
bad.
me about it, at least I didn't like cold clock him with this one.
Panic,
I-
panic.
I have a relative idea now.
He's
I have
questioning.
concerns about fighting Minosaur now that I've realized this size rule is fully.
Yeah, now that the size rule is here.
Now that you've
Yeah.
remembered that this size rule
Yeah.
is in place and things aren't necessarily great.
Yeah, the bane of Pink Rangers everywhere. The fact that we can't
Can't hurt
jump
big
giant
things.
robots.
Yeah.
Firing ping pong balls at a mountain doesn't
Oh, it also might ruin the Transformers too. Like
I was gonna say, like,
Have to
because
be,
he's so big, our
Like, I
normal
don't-
Transformers, because like I don't know about everyone else, but Hot Rod's only large. Will he be able
yeah,
to?
same
Sure.
with Turbo Drift.
I think the only one that's bigger is Ultra Magnus.
Yeah,
Ultra Magnus is Ultra Magnus huge or one huge?
Extended too.
Yeah,
In
so
robot-
huge
Oh,
in its
wait,
normal
robot
form.
form. I'm not sure. I've closed the
huge in robot form.
Yeah,
Yeah, he might be. I think
but then I
Yeah.
assume Menosaur's towering,
towering.
or even bigger.
Minosaur is actually, for our purposes, Minosaur is Titanic.
Yeah, so like
Ultra Magnus might not even be able to
la-
hurt him.
yeah,
Fine.
he
If
won't.
he's Titanic, we'll just get an iceberg. It'll
I
be
was waiting for that. I was literally, as soon as I said it, I'm like, well,
Without our Zords, we got
Here's wherever
Yeah.
you are.
let's find out tomorrow in the same place, the same time, the same Ranger channel. Yeah, this may be
Bye.
doom for the Pink Ranger. I mean, the Pink Ranger did keep picking on the Stunticons. I'm just throwing it out there.
Sarah will be fine. Like, it's not like Sarah's gonna die to this, but it is really annoying that you can't penetrating shot a giant enemy.
Yeah,
Yep.
right in
But-
the eyeball. Come
Wyatt's Bane, honestly.
on. Yeah.
Favorite scene for yourself? Favorite scene for another player? And we're going to go again in the order of the race. So, vibe checking Cal, who is currently drinking drinks. About a second.
My favorite scene for myself is one that didn't happen. But you gave Vibe Check an ability called something like "Don't Let Them Escape" or some shit like that. No Escape, which states once per round when an enemy moves within the reach of your melee weapon, you interrupt their
Right.
movement to immediately attack them.
I
So
was gonna go around you.
sure, I wasn't gonna let that happen.
I also have that.
Yep, you both have it, so it's a very interesting combination.
That combined with the ability to stun people on crit is like, you will not pass me.
Stunned as well. That's the important part. It's not
Yeah.
like stunned. There's not many opportunities raw for conditions for characters to
Also-
impose conditions.
Also, if that
It's huge.
happens on someone's turn, it's like a 2-round stun because it says to the end of their till the end of their next turn.
Hmm.
So it's like you're stunned
It's
for the
brutal.
rest of your turn and the round after that.
It's brutal.
Rough. Very, very good for a racing Autobot to have.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, getting kicked into the trophy is pretty cinematic,
Neat.
at least. My favorite scene for someone else is truly all of the baffling things that Peter is doing. Like, Peter is like a badass in these
Yep.
races, not by virtue of winning the race, but just because he's like, all right, he's gonna hit him, and then I'm gonna jump out the window, do like a sick lightning dash to bust up the tires before backflipping back onto my car. It's like, what is happening back?
Yeah, it's like, damn, Peter.
Again, I
Who's-
like utilizing my lightning dash for more than just doing
When-
damage. I purposely like making it maneuver me around. It's great.
Could you just imagine Peter sitting on the spaceship and he's just like watching all of like the galaxy's version of anime. Just it's not just Earth's, it's like the entire galaxy's versions of anime.
Like, I'm gonna do that.
You know, Peter, like, look, Cal is winning the race. Peter is winning the race.
So for Sarah and Turbo Drift then, who are currently in second place.
Yeah, it feels good to still be in second place at least. But I think for it's just ruining Stunicons. Pretty good. I enjoy that. Just you're dead. You're dead. Someone else. Yeah. I guess Peter. Yeah. Zipping around. Feel
He's
bad for
joining the
Baby Dragon.
Cirque du Soleil. Yeah, Baby Dragon just, unfortunately.
Got to attack the baby dragon. To be fair, he is lying down in a passenger seat at the moment.
For Peter and for Hot Rod then.
For me, definitely the dive out the window, because especially like fumbling, like failing the jump as such.
Just like roll.
Yeah, in my head it was just like, ah, shit, fuck down, fuck. And then like as he digs his fingers into the ground to like stabilize himself, and then just pew. For someone else, it's gotta be the puppy dog eyes and Q just Ultra Magnus and Jay just not like that, like this. Fabulous.
Please.
Also, if you like what I was doing in this session, you wait till what Pete is going to try and do against Menasor.
I look forward to it with bated
I can't wait
breath.
to see what Pete fails to do against me.
You're gonna roll a dice and fail. Okay.
Can we damage them from the inside?
That's an idea.
For Q and for Ultra Magnus, because I don't want to consider that right now.
Oh dear. For Q/Ultra Magnus, it was forcing the Stunticon to transform like mid-race.
Yeah, I like that.
Why?
It's just
Why
like-
would you do that?
Why are you like this?
Who hurt you as a child? And for another player, it's probably watching Cal getting like punted into a giant crystal cup. Bye. Thunk. Oh,
Okay.
Ooh.
Being hit by a car is damaging enough. Can you imagine being kicked by one?
Yeah.
that's what happens if you treat your Zords badly.
They kick you with the trophies.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out tomorrow, in less than 24 hours, how this Planet Cup is going to end, especially as the trophy is now, not entirely in its solid form.
Now that the trophy's kind of broken, do we have to call it touch?
Um, I'm just considering.
Place now because Cal got like
No, Cal's in super first place because he actually got yeeted across before the race started.
I don't even need to do the fourth heat. I've won. My
Yeah,
hands on the trophy.
he's got the trophy. Yeah, he's succeeded.
The state of my bones does not matter.
My planet now.
Just because I no longer have ribs doesn't
Yeah.
mean I don't win.
Vibe check gets back up and it's just like, mine. Well, we'll see.
Thanks, Minosaur, you bastard. I've won.
Yeah, same Ranger channel, same Ranger time, and until all are one.
See you tomorrow.
May the power protect you.
Bye.
Jojo. Friendship is magic.